welcome to another Tom Plays. I'm just trying to find somewhere to put my mug. There we go. I've got a cup of tea here to enjoy while I play Sonic Mania Plus. There's the camera. How are we all this evening? So this is pretty exciting. Just going to have to turn the volume down a little bit. The headphone audio was kind of deafening for a short amount. Hello, Claire, can you hear me all right? I might have to turn down the in-game music as well. Just help me hear properly here. I'm very well, thank you. Can you hear me all right? I'm just going to turn down the sound a little bit. So hopefully... Oh, that's a bit better on my ears. Can you still hear the game okay? Let me know if I need to change that. I've turned the game down a little bit now. Is that better, Claire? So, this evening we're playing Sonic Mania Plus, which got released today, either as an add-on content for your existing copy of Sonic Mania, which can be bought for like $3.99 on both Xbox One and PS4, or £4, 1p more on the Nintendo Switch. Or you can buy the physical edition, but if you just got to have Sonic Mania physical like me, then there it is. There's an unboxing video on the channel if you want to see more of that. It's got a lovely art book with it. But yes, it's my first time playing this Plus edition of Sonic Mania. I'm very familiar with the original game. So what we've got now, as well as the regular Mania mode, which is the main game, we now have the Encore mode. And it also introduces the characters Mike the Armadillo, who first appeared in Sega's Sonic the Hedgehog. I think that was an arcade game with trackball controls. And the same with this guy, Ray the Flying Squirrel. Mighty Armadillo appeared again in Knuckles Chaotix for the 3DO, and was a familiar face in the UK Sonic the comic as well. Ray has been kind of forgotten about over the years, it would seem, but now he's back. And we're going to go for the Encore mode, because what I'm led to believe this is it's but with reworked, different aesthetic. So we've still just got Knuckles. I just realised my microphone's been off for, I accidentally turned itself off for quite some time, so my apologies. I've been talking about all kinds of things on this live stream. I hadn't realised I turned my microphone off. That's just wonderful, isn't it? So I'm not sure exactly how long I've been muted here. My apologies for that. Hi, Brother Seamus, how long have you been here? I've just realised that I had my microphone on mute for the longest time, and I've been talking a lot about this game. I don't think anyone heard it. So, apologies if you've been there for a while. Glad you could join us though. We're playing, the very interesting Encore mode of Sonic Mania today, where we get to play as pretty much all the characters. Well, as all the characters. Oh great, okay, so I really wasn't talking to many before, I don't think. Claire was on for a little while. But yeah, then I realised the microphone was off. You all saw me chattering away, but there was no audio. So Encore mode is interesting because you don't just get to play as one character, you can switch between two. So if I was to save another character now by going into the bonus stages, then I'd be able to play as them as well and use triangle to switch between characters. Which is cool, and then you can kind of stockpile characters, so when you lose a character, they basically act as lives. You just carry on as another character until there's only one left, which is exactly what's happened with Knuckles here. Knuckles is my only hope at the moment. Yeah, we had a few people join the chat before you got here, Brother Seamus, and I guess they just left because they could see that my microphone wasn't on. Oh, how rude. So, do you have Sonic Mania, Brother Seamus? It's not a brand new game by any means. It's been out for some time now. I don't know if it's ever been discounted at all. It was sort of a no-brainer to me when it came out. You know, I had the money and I just picked it up. I would really recommend it. The game itself digitally is I think £16, which is quite a lot of money. So and then £4 for the plus content. So looking at £20 for a digital version of Sonic Mania Plus. Yep, I've got it on Xbox One as well, funny enough. But yeah, I really wanted a physical copy of it, so I bought this one for PS4. So yeah, you're looking at £20 digital copy, or this box copy with the art book, which is really nice, as you've seen in the unboxing video. The reversible cover, of course. That's I think £25. There's a great advert at the minute that Sega did for Sonic Mania Plus. You can check it out online, it's quite funny. It's sort of showing why would you want this fantastic brand new first-person shooter that costs so much, as opposed to Sonic Mania, which only costs this much. Of course there's room in the world for both. So we're playing up to one of the old Sega adverts. Why would you want Mario when you can have Sonic the Hedgehog? That was always my feelings as a kid. Do I want to play the game with the fat plumber in, or do I want to play the game with the cool looking blue hedgehog? Of Of course, Mario's not as chubby as he used to be now. He's definitely slimmed down, but it's probably all those sports he's been playing. So we're just looking for another opportunity to get into one of those special stages again, but I don't think we're going to get it before the boss, so we've got to do this on one life, which shouldn't be hard. We've got rings, so... I think Sega were very wise with the choosing of their mascot in Sonic. Oh. And we've lost... I'm not having much luck today on Sonic Mania Plus. But you know, we're just going to keep at it. And we're going to have a little chat, so... All's good. There's a bit at the beginning that you can... Here you go. You get some bonuses there. So the idea is we can get 50 rings, we can go into one of the special stages. I say bonus stage rather than special stage, actually. That's where you get the extra characters. Oh. There you go. So we're not going to mess this up this time. This is a cool new feature for Sonic Mania Plus. So you press down here, you can get an extra character. This will keep going until you, well, you have to activate it again, but... there you go. So we only got Tails that time, but that's good. Now we're teamed up with Tails. Should be quite helpful. We are going to get through this stage this time. I also quite like the difficulty level of Sonic Mania. Not too hard, not too easy. It does have a couple of moments which could be a little bit better designed, I have to say. There's a particular boss, a Metal Sonic boss, which is rather difficult, but for infuriating reasons, really. The strategy for beating him involves some very precise work, and it's... yeah, that one usually has me having to make a few attempts. We've got plenty of rings, at least. See, rings aren't getting us lives, though. Rings are only acting as opportunities to save yourself, basically, through activating the bonus stages, to play the pinball, to unlock the characters. And of course, rings can be lost in a matter of seconds. I have to keep checking if this little thing here, it's basically a button on here that kind of sits on my lap, and if I move my legs or anything, the button tends to mute the microphone. Maybe I should put some sellotape on it or something, so I'm pressing it by accident. Yeah, the thing is, you don't get those missiles fast enough, or just misjudge the timing a little, So it's easy to hit some of the dangerous missiles there. And then of course when you get thrown back like that, it's quite difficult to get your rings. But then there's always a... I think for most sections of this boss fight you can pick up rings in between. But on the final section I don't think there's an opportunity to do it, so you better make sure you've got some rings on you there. So this, I think, is the final section of this Act 1 boss. I think he's a little tricky for an Act 1 boss. Oh! I did it, and then I landed on the missile. I can't believe it. I kind of wanted to show more of the game in this live stream, but now we've been playing for 47 minutes and I'm only on, what is it, the 3rd level. So you're definitely going to get a good look at this level in this particular stream. Oh well. What can you do? I'm not a pro gamer. Although that run of Sonic 2 was pretty good, wasn't it? No, we've got to get into that special stage. Oh, done it. Ah. The force is not strong with me this evening. We'll make it through this level. 3rd time lucky, eh? Definitely a game with a lot of value for money. Of course, when this game came out with no physical copy, it was obvious it was going to have one at some point. It was just a question of when. And when is now. I actually got this game a day early, it arrived yesterday, hence why I was able to do the unboxing. So not often has Amazon delivered anything I bought from them a day early, but it happened in this instance. Of course, it's been that Prime Day thing, hasn't it? And not sure. Oof, I'm really into all that. Kind of limited amount of time to buy a load of stuff at discounted prices if you're not after anything. In some ways it's a remake, but I'd say it's more of a new game. Some stages take their cues from existing Sonic stages. Like, you start off on Green Hill Zone, Act 1, and it feels like it's just the same as the Mega Drive one, but you soon realise the level design is actually a bit different, and they've added in lots of new obstacles and new ideas and mechanics and things. And then level 2's Chemical Plant Zone, which was in Sonic 2, but then it changes it up and adds in a lot of unique parts to the levels and different techniques for getting through them. And then there's levels like this, which are totally new, and where it looks like a Mega Drive game, It's not. It was designed as a modern Sonic game with a retro aesthetic, I guess. Yeah, this is a totally new level. It's really cool. It's a really cool level. I mean, there's lots of great ideas in it. Feels quite fresh, but still very Sonic. We've certainly seen a lot of this level so far, haven't we? There would have been wise to jump on that before a certain point. So we've got rings. We've got more rings. That's good. We've got one hit on the boss. I've always found this boss difficult. I would say if there's any criticism of this game, it has a slightly uneven difficulty level. But I should be able to do this now. I'm practiced at it well enough, aren't I? So this should be second last hit. I think. Oh no, it's last hit. No, second last hit. Okay, so now we're going to last hit on this boss with no rings. Not ideal. It's very easy to get killed on this boss. You can still land on those rockets after you've defeated the boss, which isn't the best. But finally we've done it. Just Tails left standing. But that is only Act 1 of this level. That was the Act 1 boss, and I think that's one of the tougher bosses in the game. And usually the Act 1 bosses are the easier ones. Thanks, Brother Seamus. That was tougher than, slightly more tougher than I remember it. But I don't think Encore mode's meant to be any more difficult than regular mode, other than the fact that you can actually only have so many lives, really. Because how many characters are there now? Knuckles, Tails, Sonic, Mighty, and Ray. You got five characters, so you can only have a maximum of 5 lives, unless you can bring back the other characters. Help to have Tails then, really. So now we're actually inside the TV studio, which is a really nice design choice for this level. We go from the outside to the inside, and if we're clever, you're not meant to really go backwards at that point, so if you miss the opportunity to go in the bonus stage, then you're kind of stuck. But ideally we want to find another star post or checkpoint. Good evening, Adam Good, how are we? Come for a bit of Sonic Mania. This is the Sonic Mania Plus version, so it's got a few extra things that the original didn't have. Such as 2 extra playable characters. This is the Encore mode, which is slightly different versions of the original levels, at least they have different colour palettes. It's Tails Mania at the moment, you're quite right. In this mode you can actually swap between different characters as you play, providing you actually have them at that point. So when you die, you lose that character. You do have opportunities to bring them back, but I've not been that lucky with doing that. These special stages also look substantially different than they did in the regular version of Sonic Mania, which is also available as part of Sonic Mania Plus, if you're to get this physical release. So here the idea is to not run out of rings, because you see they count down as we go through the special stage, but to get fast enough in order to catch up with that little thing over there, which has a Chaos Emerald. A little sort of drone thing that's in the distance. We can catch up with that, we get the emerald. So we need the blue orbs to go faster. So we're on Mach 2 at the minute. Mach 3. Getting faster still. We should be able to do this. Oh, of course, that's just my luck. For the final hurdle. That happened to me in a school sports day. I was winning a 100-meter race. Right before the line, I overbalanced and fell flat on my face. So, you know, when I that's kind of how it goes in me in video games as well. I'm just not consistently good at them. Oh! Oh yeah, get back on there. That's a bit of a tricky obstacle, that one. We'll try and... Oh! Can't recall what I should be doing with that. Oh, we just push in a direction. Oh, right, okay. See, some of these new obstacles in Sonic Mania aren't always necessarily obvious what you have to do with them. Because they're new, of course. And it's been long enough since I last played Sonic Mania for me to forget how to do things. So we got enough rings now for the bonus stage. Should we find a star post or checkpoint without falling? There we go. So try and get some more characters. There you go. That was short-lived, wasn't it? Oh dear. Just me and Tails. If Tails dies, we have to go back to Act 1, I presume, which isn't going to be any fun for anyone. So the Encore mode is certainly more punishing than the regular Mania mode. But seeing that I'd already played through the game before, I thought Encore mode, that's the one to start with. I'm a Sonic Mania pro, I don't need to play the game again. Oh. Okay, trapped. It's a new game, essentially. This is a brand new level. There are moments of the game where you sort of play versions of older levels, but they're not exactly the same. There's so much more new stuff in this, it's impossible really to call it a remake. It certainly isn't. You will see some old stages here and there, and as soon as you think you remember what stage you're on, you'll find actually this isn't anything like the stage equivalent on Sonic 2 or 3, or 1 for that matter. But it keeps that same retro aesthetic. So in short, if you like the old Sonic games, you're bound to like this, because there's enough new stuff in it. And some old stuff. But I think we're on Flying Battery Zone now, which is actually a level from Sonic and Knuckles. And well, this is, you know, it starts off, I think, pretty much the same as a regular flying battery zone. Before too long, you'll notice it's different. There's all new character animations as well in this game, so that's another very fresh new thing about it. Yeah, they're amazing. There's some reused stuff from Sonic and Knuckles, but there's also a lot of brand new artwork created for this game. You can't play as Shadow, no. I don't know if that's... sounds like that might be a selling point for you, Adam. It sort of ignores everything after Sonic and Knuckles, so none of those new characters are there. Chaos Control! But it does have two other characters aside from Sonic, Knuckles and Tails. It also has Mighty the Armadillo and Ray the Flying Squirrel. And those two were both from a little known Sega arcade game called, I think, Sega Sonic the Hedgehog or Super Sega Sonic the Hedgehog? I cannot remember. But that's a bit of an obscure game. Although Mighty was featured in Knuckles Chaotix for the 32X. He's one of the Chaotix crew, along with Vector the Crocodile, Charmy the Bee. Of course, when the Chaotix crew or Chaotix team appeared in Sonic Heroes, who did he get in that? Did he get Vector, Charmy, and Espio? Maybe Mighty was in that one. But Mighty sort of is the Knuckles equivalent. He's like the strong one. Which we haven't played as Mighty yet. We're hoping if we can grab him in through one of the bonus stages, he'll become an extra character for us to use as we play through this Encore mode. This is very familiar, having only played Sonic and Knuckles again fairly recently. Oh, somehow we've gained a Knuckles. I don't know how I did that. I'm not complaining. So we have Knuckles with us now. So if we were to either lose Sonic or Knuckles, no, it's not Sonic, so it's Tails or Knuckles, we'd be able to continue as one of them. The way I'm going, we are going to lose one of them, aren't we? So if I want to now, I can press triangle, and then I'm playing as Knuckles. It shouldn't help me there, did it? Ah, this is the big... Ah, it's not quite. The next boss is the spider boss. This boss, the idea is to hit that thing up there. Which gets easier as this stuff gets compressed. And then of course can't grab hold of the sides of this level. You can actually bounce off these in order to hit that. Or you can lose all your rings like that. There you go. So that's how it should be with those Act 1 bosses. Slightly easier than the Act 2 bosses. Whereas on the last level, it was the other way around. Which is one of the odd things I think about Sonic Mania. So now it changes up quite a lot, flying back to zone, and we get sort of a new version of it, which is unique to Sonic Mania. I think the Act 2s are different, yeah. In this case, they definitely are. Not very much up there, am I? We'll have some rings, why not? Gotta be careful here. There we go. So these ones here, well, now I've opened up that, I think we can go in there and gain some extra characters through hitting those televisions as well with their faces on, so that's good. So instead of extra life, it's an extra character. Yeah, I'll still be on, Brother Seamus. Yeah, I'll see you in about 10 minutes. We're going to try and get as far as possible. See you soon. Playing as Knuckles at the moment. We had a lot of Tails action on the last stage, so I'll go back. There you go, so this should be good. See what we can do here. Yes, we've got a mighty. Let's try and get as many characters back as we can. We'll try and raid. Yes, if we're lucky, we might be able to get Sonic as well this time. Maybe not. Maybe next time. Now we have a few backup characters. Mighty and Ray. And now Sonic as well, so we've got the whole gang's here. doing okay so far. Ah, get those extras. We're in a fairly good position now, actually, to get through this. Just that boss earlier, that was a bit of a stumbling point for me. Should do pretty well. Hey, it's going good, thanks Claire. Although, at one point, I found out that my mic was turned off and I've been talking for I don't know how long. The same thing happened to us that evening. So, yeah, that was a bit of a shame. So I felt like I was, you know, I was giving some good info and it was fairly entertaining. I know what that switch thing does now. It changes which two characters you've got active. Was I still, for when you were listening, Claire, was I still audible? Or was there a moment when I cut out, I wonder? Because I just trying to pinpoint the moment when I lost the audio. How was your dinner? Was it nice? It's a homemade curry, was it? No, I think that was probably when my mic went. No, I think it had been gone for quite some time. That was pretty unfortunate. Oh, thank you. Yes. I won't say no to that. Now we can just get bonuses this time. We've actually got all the characters. Oh, you missing it. Pinball parry. That's what they call me back in college. So here's the big spider boss. Quite a cool looking boss, this one. You have to knock him into the spikes. So you can do it this way. Like that. It helps use these things at the sides. Here you can, if you're good, you can... Oh, I didn't mind that. Okay, so our first go as Mighty. Watch out for the laser beam. I say that as I... Oh yeah, it has only got 6 legs. Spiders should certainly have more. What's Robotnik thinking? I just think Robotnik's not very familiar with spiders. I think that's what it all comes down to. Oh no! No, 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 no! Okay, okay. Oh yeah, it's got little pincers. Yeah, there we go. I think we've hit it quite a few times, but it's not giving up. Okay, we've really got to watch out now because we got no rings. But we do have lots of characters. If we can get past this level, then that's pretty good, so we don't have to play through it again. There we go, that's all I wanted. We can manage with the amount of characters that we've got. Well, we did lose Mighty though, which was kind of interesting because I've not played as Mighty for very long now on this game. That's Mighty the Armadillo, I think. Oh wow, gliders. Just like Sonic 2. On the Master System. And Game Gear. So this is another new stage that was created for Sonic Mania. Not featured in any other Sonic games. This enemy's might be familiar. You saw these guys in Sonic and Knuckles. So while I do enjoy the soundtrack of Sonic Mania, it isn't my favourite Sonic soundtrack, but it does have some nice tunes. There's no denying that. I would say Sonic and Knuckles actually has one of the best soundtracks. My favourite would be, I think they're pretty good, aren't they? I think Sonic soundtracks have been kind of fairly consistent. I mean, it's a game that's really known for its soundtracks, even in the 3D Sonics. They've always had very notable soundtracks. I like a good soundtrack. Come on, we can do it. We can bounce up there. There you go. Now, what was the idea of bouncing up that bit, do you think? Yeah, it's like a newspaper factory. So the idea here is we should jump on these little press pieces. Electrosets? No, well, not quite electroset. What's that called? How does Mania compare with Sonic 2? Which would be my favourite. I think the level design feels a little bit more haphazard. I don't know, it feels a little bit sometimes like, oh, where am I going? But that's just because it has quite a few different routes for you to take. I don't think it's as streamlined as Sonic 2, but then again, I just feel like it's just a celebration of Sonic, and it's a fun, challenging game. I don't think it ever set out to be better than Sonic 2. You know, it's of a certain quality. There's no doubt about that. I like it more than Sonic 3. Not that I dislike Sonic 3, I just think it's probably the weakest game out of them all. By all of them, I mean all the main series Mega Drive games. Try it again. This is really a fun idea for levels as well. There's some great new ideas for levels in Sonic Mania. Press guard, very good. If I ever look downwards, by the way, it's because I'm checking if the mic's turned itself off or not. I feel like I spent a lot of time with Tails in this game, which is fine. I'm a bit of a Tails fan. Oh, all that to get back that way. Yeah, sometimes it's a little bit difficult to know where you're going. It's not as obvious as some of the Sonic games. We'll try and get Mighty and Sonic back now. Go for Mighty first. Hey, Brother Seamus, welcome back. We're on a new level now. We beat Flying Battery Zone. We're on Press Garden now. But we're just taking a little opportunity to grab some bonuses. Bonus stage. There we go. We got Mighty back now. Mighty the Armadillos joined the team. And we've also found a special stage. So it's been really fun to celebrate the release of Sonic Mania on Blast Process. We've done a few little things for it. We celebrated it with a photo on Instagram. Got my best little setup down and used the Sonic Mania vinyl soundtrack as a backdrop and an old chessboard to take a little photo. So that was rather nice. Turned out well. And we've also done the unboxing video. So we've been covering this game with some enthusiasm. That's because I like Sonic. You see, it's difficult. I can't enthuse about every game, and nor can I buy every new game that comes out, really. So you will notice certain games get some special treatment at Blast Process. Because more often than not, we feature games that I've picked up. We did feature Far Cry 5 briefly in an unboxing video. That was a game that Neil picked up, but no, it depends what we're into. But because there's quite a few people involved with Blast Process, then we do tend to cover a variety of things. We're also covering indie games as well, because we often get the opportunity for a review copy of an indie game. We don't get review copies for big games, big major studio games. We're not really at that level, but it's really nice that the indie developers work with us to help promote their games. And that's why we featured Dream Alone recently. That was an indie game we got a review code for. But rather than a traditional review, we did a Tom Plays on that, where I kind of talked a bit about the game and my impressions of it, because it's very difficult to actually complete all these games. It's very dependent on the game you get given to review, how many hours it's going to take. And we are a non-profit organisation, so we can only sort of give so much time to any one game, so yeah, I find it difficult to write full reviews without, because I don't think you can write a great review without having played through the entire game. I don't think it's a fair review if you can't. And so if I can't do that, we don't tend to write written reviews. That guy John isn't a member of the Bath Process crew actually. He was the event organiser for Barrage War Games event, but he does look a little bit like Blast Processor Dave, who was one of the founding members of the channel, who has actually moved on to cover war games as opposed to video games. So he runs a channel called Sprues and Brews, which is it's a Warhammer channel generally. Yeah. So he did look a bit like Dave. I thought that because Dave used to wear a hat that's very similar to the one that John wore in that video. So John was really doing us a bit of a favour there. I actually think he wanted to take the reins on that one, so Neil just let him go with it and let him drag him round the event. He did, in all fairness, know the most about it, being the organiser, so we were in safe hands with John. He's had a bit of experience doing videos online, so I think he used to do that, but doesn't anymore, I don't think. So that was a bit different, you know. We do try and cover a variety of things on Blast Process. Sometimes it's not just video games. Because if we get the opportunity to go for something that's related at least, and like tabletop games are a popular pastime for a lot of people. Not me personally, but oh no! Oh, we get to go have a little bit more of a go on my team now. So we'll try and pick up Sonic this time. That didn't work. This is a simple but effective little pinball game. It's fun to break up the week, I find, the working week. Back when I was working full time, I like to give myself little events throughout the evenings. Like for Wednesday was World Cinema Wednesday, back when I was living in Denmark. So that for me was a nice way to break up the week. I mean, knowing there's something going on, I mean, I do these live streams now, so that's also a nice point, you you know, when you can pinpoint tonight when you got something like, you do football, is that right there, Brother Seamus? So it's nice to have these after work activities. Mine were never quite as active as football, but I'd say Cool Cinema Wednesday was a fun thing to do. Get a bunch of people over, watch a film from a different country every week. Oh, nice! Well, that's something to look forward to. I like the sound of that. We didn't last long playing as Mighty again, did we? And it's the boss. This is a samurai dude. Which I can never remember the best strategy for this guy. Just attacking from underneath when he jumps. Yeah. Nice to have the other character take over every now and again. It just gets more difficult the more stuff you start throwing at you. See, now I'm Tails and he sort of gets carried away sometimes. There you go. Oh, of course, yeah. You don't wanna make a scene with the work colleagues. I love this little thing that Ray does there. So there is a little story running through Sonic Mania, as there is in Sonic games in general. I don't think it's quite as strong as some of the other storylines, like Sonic and Knuckles, but it's there. That boss was more frustrating, I suppose. No, I did make a bit of a mess of that boss, really. Just sort of blagged my way through it. Die! Okay. This is a bit where I'm not sure which way I should be going here. We'll just have to look it out. Maybe it's that way. It's so fast! Oh dear, I think we went back on ourselves. Quite a smooth bit of music on this level. It's like Knuckles in Sonic Adventure 2, Aquatic Mine. Seem to be doing quite well. I can't believe we got stuck on that boss so early on. I feel like the amount of times I've played this game I should have been a bit better than that. Oh well. So I'd like to see a Sonic Mania 2 at some point. I wonder if we're going to get that or not. Be nice. Or maybe Sonic Mania 2 should be Sonic the Hedgehog 5, perhaps. Or a proper Sonic 4 that's not the last one we got. Getting everything but Sonic here. And how many levels there are to this pinball table? Oh, there you go. Oof. We're doing alright, I think. I was going to say I quite like this pinball table. I wouldn't mind getting Sonic back on board if we can. Definitely scoring kill here this time. Yeah, we got him. This bonus stage was a real nice addition, I think. Of course, normally in regular Sonic Mania you get the old blue sphere minigame from Sonic 3 and Sonic Knuckles, whereas they replaced it with this in this version. Which I'm not complaining about. The blue sphere one's quite tricky. Then you can't collect the coins in this mode. As you did the blue sphere minigame in regular Mania mode, you collected coins that unlocked certain extras. Now, I never got many coins, so I didn't really get to unlock a lot of the extras, so I can't really say exactly what they are, but I imagine they're pretty good stuff. There's a break. Hey, we're not doing bad on this one, are we? Best one yet? Ah, well. When you're at the top end of the table, it's quite easy to keep getting opportunities in this crane game. I suppose it's game over if you get the Robotnik bomb though. Yeah, technically it is another life. You don't get lives as such in this mode, you get characters, so that was another life technically, yeah. But it means you can only have maximum 5 lives at any one time. There we go, we're making the most of this, aren't we? Oh, that one does. Table restored. Ah, brings the rings back. We could get stuck in this bonus stage for a while, I think. The flame shield. Wow, I didn't think we'd get stuck in this so long. I could lose the table and get back to the game. Gonna get some bonus for this high score here. There we go. We've done enough. We'll get back to it. Okay. A boss. Alright. This guy. As long as we're on the correct side of the screen, that's not so hard. Yeah. You see, that's a bit of a non-event boss, that one. I can't say that Ray the Squirrel is the most appealing character. So I think, sorry, this boss is the Metal Sonic boss coming up at the end of this act, which is not a favourite boss of mine, and it might just be where we have to leave this Tom Plays this week. Because it can get very frustrating, and I had to do multiple attempts at it before, so it's a real shame because it kind of breaks up the kind of reasonably good pacing of difficulty this game has. You'll see, hopefully, when I get up to it. Oh, it's that mystery thing swapped out Ray for Knuckles. Sometimes they have these question mark boxes that just do random things. In this case, it swapped out that character, I think. The best thing about Ray is those thumbs. You can direct that. Fireworks. That's the way to go. Tomorrow we got some back process stuff to sort out, some videos to edit. Neil's got a new one that he filmed the other day that I need to edit. What else we got? What else we got? Some job applications, probably. Waiting to hear back off a couple of places at the minute, so there may be something back tomorrow that will need addressing. Otherwise, just household jobs. We do that. You got a busy day in work tomorrow, do you know, Brother Seamus? Is it going to be one of them, or should it be an alright one? We've got to try and avoid him, and I think you avoid him at this point. I'm not sure if you meant to hit Metal Sonic. I cannot remember. I don't think you can hit him at this point. Until you get into this bit. Now this is the bit I was talking about. You have to bounce that guy into Metal Sonic up there. And that means hitting him at the right point so he'll bounce up into Metal Sonic. I find it particularly difficult to do, because you can actually destroy him like that, then you miss the opportunity to actually do it. Oh wow. Okay, so it's busy time. Yeah? Well, good luck with it. Hope it all goes to plan. This is actually, well, interesting. First go. It's not over yet though. You still have to put up with a bit more faffing around until you can finish this level. And I can't remember this. I think this is new. This emerald is now playing a part in the proceedings, which is a new thing in the Encore mode. Now I'm wondering what the best way of handling this is. This is a beam that you can't seem to do that much about. And these little bombs, which are quite irritating. Wow. I'll be interested to see what happens after this boss, because the story sort of is taking a bit of a turn here. slightly difficult thing to avoid that. Oh no! We've just got Mighty left now. I'm not sure what's going on this bit, really. Oh, come on, slipped off the level. Darn it. Okay, well, we've got continue, which is different. I wonder where that continues us from. Start of Act 2. Oh, this bit. The thing is, when you get stuck at this point now, I don't think there's any opportunity to bring in extra players, so you kind of have to do it on the one life. We'll have one go at it, but I don't think this is going to go to plan. Oh, come on. That was unfortunate. Mighty's a cool looking character though. Okay, so we go back up to this bit. So this will either be plain sailing like before, or it'll be an absolute pain. Yeah, it's timing it. You want me to do the bounce upwards. There you go. I think it's just a little bit more difficult on the small Switch screen. It's actually not that hard. Yeah, that isn't as hard as it was when I last played on the Switch. I don't know if they've improved something in this update, because that used to be a lot more difficult. Well, there's a chance we can do this, but it's a slim one. Oh yeah, you don't want to get caught behind him. We're going to have to leave it there, I think, tonight. But thanks, Brother Seamus, and thanks, Claire, for joining us for that stream. Apologise to anyone who joined in and they found no audio on the stream. That was a shame. Oh, I didn't mean to continue that then. Sorry if you heard a small burp there. It just kind of came from nowhere. But yeah, it's been fun. Thanks a lot for joining us. And yeah, I like Sonic Mania Plus. It's nice. It adds quite a lot of new stuff to the game, and if you just want to update your regular copy, it only costs £4 to do that. So I think it's whacking the microphone. It's well worth the money. Yep. See you next time. Have a great week and good night.